Butter my crepes, Director. We knew it'd be grim out here, but this is a calamity. Have they been harvesting colossals?
Galacticares? Is that you? I can't see what's outside through all the brain matter jamming up the bloody screen.
Yes, Mr. Salazar. Did you say brain matter?
Afraid so, robot. I woke up naked, confused, with a strange device jammed into my cocoa nut. Gently, my sister's dog Walker and Salazar accountant promptly exploded and coated the view screen with his mind jelly. Suffice it to say, we've been trying to get the bloody things out of our heads. But there are a lot of implants over here, Galacticares, and only so many screwdrivers.
I see. My condolences regarding Genly, sir. We've some poor implanted fellows here with us, in fact.
Does anybody know why there are no coffee machines in here?
Good grief.
Director, with Baz's help, I've been rooting around in the deceased colossals, trying to figure out exactly what the Cabal were up to. I'm going to trust you to help Mr. Salazar save as many of these poor souls as you can. Sorry for the squelching.
We will recover the memories of my fallen brood from this nest of butchery. Had we only known.
Well, that's all rather a lot, Director. I suppose we should get straight to the business of the day.
When you chaps are ready, I'll send you the first group, the ones whose implants are ominously vibrating the most. I'm not sure if that's how the brain bombs work, but it is quite irritating.
Director, I'm afraid we have gone into debt.
first shuttle is on its way to you. Fair Galacticares, I wouldn't get too attached to your decor.
Director, the first patients with the implant things and...
What do you want?
Oh. Useless apes.
Their heads have arrived.
Quite right, Minnie. These patients have been classified as danger level 4. They'll deteriorate very quickly if not seen to, and are more likely to perish in treatment. We should ensure we're using happy, well-trained cerebral rehab experts to treat them in order to avoid more casualties than necessary. I suggest we also keep them clear of anything that might stain particularly easily. It might also be worth accelerating our research into this condition, which will further reduce the rate of unfortunate accidents during treatment.
There's more where that came from, Galacticares. It's heaving to the gills over here.
I'm not sure that's a saying. I can't imagine we'd expect to save everyone, Director, but we'll give it our best crack.
We managed to extract an implant. That's more relieving than my third divorce. We might still have a toaster stenciling workforce after this is over. Hey.
More patients from the Cabal station have arrived, Director.
Hi, guys. I got an email from Baz.
Go away. Deeply unsatisfactory.
Asking me to take over his sofa while he's drilling and ride and roll. All you apparently, he's gonna be licking his friends. I get it though. I don't know how he uses a computer with his flippers. Anyways, let me know if you need anything. I'll be back. Just to sell things, hopefully.
Galacticares, we're sending you Salazon's lacrosse team. Took me 2 years to teach these goons to swing a stick. Be a dear and get them back to us safely.
Until next time.
Not a bad start at all. You always did have a knack for the old healthcares, as much as it pains me to admit. Less so now that I'm not off my gourd on Cabal funny pills. But only a smidge.
Director, lots more patients with the brain implants arrived, and some of them are ticking. They actually seem...
What do you want?
Not great.
Useless apes.
Need a drink.
What is it?
weirdly calm about it. One guy gave me a thumbs up. That was nice.
Yes, the implant does seem to have a rather sedating effect on some victims. Part of the control mechanism to keep them indentured, I'd imagine. Or they're simply paralyzed with stress.
What's up?
Vomitungs are stalking your hospital. It's worth getting rid of them if you want your patients to keep their food down.
What do you want?
Director, your staff required a lounge. Apparently, it's an ideal substitute for a life outside work.
Terran inefficiency everywhere.
Love it here.
Some very spicy work you're doing over there, my darling pals. You know your way around an explosive implant. You're nearly as good as my second boyfriend. Ah! Ah! You saved everyone. No, I don't believe it. This is some magic Galacticare trick. If your staff have been wizards all along, there's no wonder our stock projections got totally We're looking for more survivors. Galacticares, but they're sealed up behind more bulkheads than my top-secret cologne formula. We're having a go with a plasma cutter we found. We'll crack them out of there sooner or later. I chucked a short-range teleporter into that last shuttle. Your meta units probably found it if they rummaged under the seats. It'll let people zip and zap both in and out of rooms, skipping the depressing nonsense of actually having to walk through doors.
Director, I've been out with Baz trying to recover his siblings' memories. I think we've cracked the first one, but it's taken a toll on him. As for me, I think I need a bucket.
It's been a while since I've channeled memories from my kin, and somehow it's made everything look incredibly pink. I'm coming over for a quick checkup, if that's all right with you lot. Keep an eye out for anything odd, Galacticare. Our thoughts are alive and can take form if we're under threat. My broodmate's last memories were disturbed.
I think I can feel the thin veneer of reality peel back to reveal the worms of quantum energy underneath. So I'm going to find somewhere to be horizontal until this blows over.
The shuttle is ready to dispatch at your command, Director. The shuttle has been launched.
So, whatever's happening, I can't stop turning back up here. You guys, you need anything?
Diagnosis canisters have deployed. Let's find out what's wrong with our boy. Whilst patients affected by the Cabal implants are our top priority, we continue to receive patients from nearby systems. It seems the prolonged exposure to this rift causes unusual reactions, with some describing the ability to perceive what lies below. A most ominous statement, which is only slightly less alarming than their glowing pink eyeballs. The diagnosis is complete, but it's rather hard to explain what's the matter. His brain activity seems highly unusual, as though several of him are overlapping.
Dreamarium heal. It's the only thing we have that has any chance of helping. By the way, were you dead?
I don't believe so, Ma'am. Unless your definition of life has gotten rather more reactionary in the past 2 minutes.
Strange. I never noticed you had a spirit following you before.
Yes, not at all a mortifying thing to hear. I'm sure you'll be fine, Miss Orion. treatment canisters... Deploying now, Director. As per Mazarion's increasingly concerning instructions, a stop by the Dramarium is in order for them.
Love it here.
Hey there.
Love it here.
Director, your hospital is full of yogurt. Acquire more Medibots.
Hi, Galacticare. I'm gonna try not to look at the tentacled god creature in the sky, if that's cool.
Nice day.
The treatment canisters have absorbed the requisite dream energy and are ready to support Baz in his psychic struggle. Director, you may launch the shuttle when ready. Canisters are away and our treatment is commencing.
Much better, Galacticare. Those sodiums you have are really quite something. Do you remember where you found them?
The creatures in Dreamarium? Confusingly, sir, none of us do.
Well, I'm glad they hitched a ride with you. They're not easily swayed to leave their world. Cora Orion's mind might... struggled to keep pace with reality for a bit, but she insisted on helping. Her augmented cortex is just the conduit we need. I'll keep a close eye on her. You lot take care of yourselves while we figure this out.
Mushy mushy, my dears. My chiropractor and I managed to crack through into an adjacent bit of the station, and it's absolutely pouring with brain implant victims. We'll pack them onto shuttles and send them over to your delightfully decorated environs as regularly as we can. Darn! Well, there goes Cedric. I'd offer someone else his seat, but I doubt anyone much fancies sitting in the slosh.
We have an incursion of laxites. I suggest swift action. The next batch of implanted patients have arrived.
Useless apes. Idiots. Morons.
They're in a rather volatile state, Director, and may pop in short order.
This next shuttle carries everyone from our male grooming division. One of the most celebrated teams at Salazon, I'll have you know. Treat them with care. They lean a tad neurotic. first stylus has been saved. I feel like they should receive a prize of some kind. Balloons, a little hat, sphincter relaxation meds, that sort of thing.
Those fucking ghosts. Am I gonna be haunted? Some of this fell off the back of a lorry. I'm pretty sure that stuff just appeared in here. The ship is kind of spooky. Jeez. Hopefully I don't crash into a planet again.
Heel, the male groomers have arrived, and a lot of them.
What? 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 Hello?
Them look really.
Hello?
Bad. I don't think they're very good at their jobs.
Yes, nothing quite so disappointing as a mangy barber. To be fair, I'm not sure how they aren't all in the grips of mass hysteria.
Last bunch from this sector, Galacticares. We've got one more area to clear after this, and then we're home free. Well, the ones who've blown up aren't, but I expect that's a given.
Director, with more Medibots, we may be able to reach hygiene standards set in the 19th century. Dorian's latest wave of Cabal implantation.
Go away.
Have arrived. How are things on the ground?
Suboptimal.
Bed in.
It's hard to say, really. Some of them keep crying and others are smiling, like that big, toothy smile when someone's won the lottery. I don't think they're okay.
Well, if they survive and fancy a nostalgic return to the hospital, I'm sure our Dreamarians can give them a hand with any lingering trauma.
Hey, whoa, whoa. What is this? How'd I get here? Is that God?
You've saved a lot of chaps over there, Galacticare. Makes me wonder why I bothered starting a competitor. I should have just bought you out when I had the cabbage.
Wait, this isn't the route to Farstar. Uh-oh.
Those of us endowed with moustaches thank you, Galacticares. You have no idea how hard it is to find a proper barber in this shithole galaxy. Now those dashing coiffures can spread throughout space, bringing joy to beards everywhere. You know how to tango. I knew you were the business, but I didn't expect you to save all of them. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect I was either hallucinating on frog venom, or that you'd managed to fuzz your numbers. We'll whip out the plasma cutters again, and have a go at freeing more Salazonians from their dreadful peril. Talk soon, Galacticares.
The second of my kin has had their memories ciphered through Cora Orion. Her mind creaks at the strain, but she's constrained it for now. She's a tough one, your leader.
The light, the vortex. All routes lead to the center. All could become death, rotting into the infinity of a silent universe. A great wound in a mind which doesn't understand. Colossals, pure but imperfect, and failing. Heal. I'd like some toast. Or can I smell toast? No, both.
I shall ensure a trove of buttery slices are provided post-haste, Ms. Orion. As for you, Mr. Baz, I see your condition has worsened again. We'll be right with you.
Thank you.
The shuttle is primed and ready for your launch order, Director. A successful launch. Good job, Director.
Wow. That's a lot of meat just kind of floating around. Hi guys.
Director, some patient... have drifted in from nearby space, and their brains are both dangerously pink and visible through... Through the skull. Canisters deployed, Director.
Take your time. Okay, I'll go find it. Tour must go on.
Director, notches have been spotted in the station. The treatment canisters are processed and ready to embrace their destiny, Director. Let's get them to Baz and hope we can stabilize his mind. Shuttle is ready and awaiting your order, Director.
I'm grateful, Galacticare. I had my fool's hopes when I found you, but to have gotten this far fills my valves with joy.
He knew it would work. He's a clever one, that Colossal, but kind. Please help him, whatever he needs.
It feels good to stretch my own mind out again. It's odd losing yourself. You never quite know where things are supposed to go.
Hey,
I'll dive back in, Galacticare. The memories of my broodmate's deaths are hard to take. I'm going to make it all worth it.
We blasted through to the final section of the station. The floor's in a right state. So I'm lucky I had a pair of high heels in my locker. Can't remember where I got them, so I'll blame the brain implant and move on with my
I thought
life.
that was-
We'll start chucking the last Salazonians over to you. Keep an eye out for Griswold, the old fiddler. He was an odd duck on the best of days, but the silicone chunk that's wedged in his cortex hasn't much helped. Won't stop spitting in people's faces, the cheeky bastard. Good luck, Galacticares. I have to clean some mystery stilettos.
yes.
Director, I've been watching the ghosts that for some reason exist now, and they've been kind of swarming out there.
My brood's lost minds are trying to defend their bodies from attack, protect their stored memories. I'm sorry, Galacticare. I can't stop them.
The first shuttle should be with you now. Also, have you noticed any business with terrifying space ghosts thrashing about the place?
That day.
Ace?
Yes, sir. Tinkering with the bodies of the Colossals here seems to have caused some form of energetic reaction.
Well, that's a relief. I was worried I was high as the blazes. I would have asked someone over here, but I got sick of being interrupted by mid-sentence head poppage.
I never thought I'd say this, Director, but the colossal ghosts have thoroughly beslimed our station. And now there are little creatures everywhere. Is everything all right, Maddie?
I think so. That was kind of exciting. They made a mess and it felt like my mind got frozen. But that was amazing.
Honestly, I've been avoiding talking about them entirely because I assumed I'd finally lost my marbles. I feel distinctly less alone now. Thank you, Maddie.
We're boxing up another Salazon package of implant victims and pushing them into the shuttle with a long stick. Bon chance, Marie. You've saved my old golfing pal, Cedric! Fond memories! Challenging at times, though. It was like trying to pull a dead duck out of a chimney, if you catch my drift.
The next wave is arriving now, Director. As we've come to expect, many of them are a sliver away from death.
Yeah. And one of them patted me on the head. It was kind of demeaning.
Send me their biometrics, Medi. I'll have them accidentally locked in a toilet until their device goes off.
That's kind of excessive, Heel. I'm fine. You know, I don't think you react very well to stress.
I'm perfectly fine, Medi. I'm fully functional, as always, and I will administer the micro-operations of this company until my last simulated gasping breath.
Okay, Heel, you've got this.
We're readying the very last shuttle, Galacticares. It's more packed than an old gym's locker room. With you in just a jiffy?
So, whatever's happening, I can't stop turning back up here. You guys, you need anything? Sure. And zig away.
Noshers are roaming the halls. Director. The final wave has arrived. Good gravy.
Not great.
Harvested woe.
Everything's heavy.
Untidy mindscape.
Need a drink.
The monsters who did this had a lot of these brain implants. To think, if we'd arrived any later, that station would look like... well, it doesn't bear thinking about. Let's save those we can.
Doctor, I've been waiting for ages.
Hello. What?
Burdened conscience.
Love it here.
All the people you've been saving used to work in Salazon HR. Makes me wonder why they were sealed at the back of the bloody station. I'd asked my former employees what they were up to, but they're dead.
Director, your patients are dropping like flies.
wow. Oh man, it's bad in here. Is it okay if I turn around? Good taste, guys. Sayonara.
Another sweeping success for the fine folks at Galacticares. I should like to give you all a firm, peach-scented smooch on the head. Stupefying work, my good fellows. I'll be sending you all some rather handsome birthday cards. Well, my name is Dorian Salazar. It's been a pleasure, Galacticares. Despite the constant throbbing horror of our present scenario, I'm going to take a breather in the lockers for a moment and listen to my mindfulness podcast, Serenity with Salazar.
Baz has absorbed the last memories. I know why they were coming back. They all learned a piece of something, like a map of an illness. Baz was brave to take that on. The pain was scorching. I ate my own tongue, but it popped out in my mouth again, good as new. Take care of him. I want to see if the same thing happens to my head.
I don't at all recommend that, Miss Orion. I think it best you take a seat, and we'll rush you through a dreamarium as soon as we can get you back safely.
You're right. The clams have always known. If only they could hold a conversation without tugging on the shape of reality. Baz is here to take us somewhere. Away. Get closer. He wants us to convince reality to heal.
Director, you may launch the shuttle when ready. And the shuttle is away. The treatment canisters are ready to get to work, Director. I prefer to see them processed sooner rather than later. I haven't heard a lick of noise from Ms. Orion in some time. Time, and heavens know what this is doing to Baz. Dream therapy, cerebral rehab, and the Zen garden should give our canisters what they need to attend to his mind, brain, and body. In theory, at least.
Wow. That's a lot of meat just kind of floating around. Hi guys. All yours. Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah, that looks nice. Close my eyes and pretend it's a nightmare. A good one.
Director, more patients have arrived with those unusual loam afflictions. I'm not sure I like the look of those tendrils.
Hi.
I've been clipped.
A clutch of vomitungs has managed to make its way into our hospital, Director. All canisters have been seen to and are ready to treat Baz. Hold on, dear fellow.
I'm ready at all.
Shush now. Director, you may launch the shuttle when ready.
that's a relief. I was barely holding it together. A bit like a drunk, pretending to be sober in public. I'm right as rain, Galacticare. Thank you.
He lies, but he needn't lie. We'll do what needs to be done. All of us. That's why this was made. Even if we didn't know it.
I have one last favor to ask you. Something I've been thinking about for a long time. This nebula and the vortex you see beyond you, it's a way for the Colossals to find home. This place was a trap built to slay them, made by the synthetics you call the Cabal. My brood were ambushed, their bodies harvested, their blood used for fuel. But they returned with memories. Memories which shed light on the sickness of our creator, the Loam Core. It needs you now. It was born in the space between universes, and can't understand the pain it suffered in this one. Please, Galacticare, follow me through the portal and into the deepest reach of Loam space. Help my creator. Permit it to live and keep your world from crumbling.
Well, Director, that's quite the proposition. I'm not sure I fully understand what's going on, but with Ms. Orion being incapacitated, the choice is yours to make. Those who venture deep into Loam space rarely return. Whatever you decide, we're all with you. We can always stay here and clean up a little more of the Cabal's mess, I suppose. I rather like freezing in the face of stressful decisions, actually.